In this universe,
In this galaxy, in this world, beneath the influencer clouds,
over the viral video fields,
off the information superhighway,
there are voices in the digital wilderness, whispering.
more opinions.
If you listen,
You will hear.
All right, we are here. Nobody's watching, but we are here because it's Canada Day, a long weekend, and they're blowing up half America with fireworks.
yeah, that's tomorrow.
Yeah. So, did you see that video going around of it's like a front yard, and like it's like this is the most America, or tell me you live in America without telling me you live in America, and they're setting off fireworks and all hell breaks loose. Like they fall over and one shoots over underneath the car. And I guess they had the fireworks beside the car. And all of a sudden, boom, they're going off. And now the car is on fire. Children are getting hit with fire bullets. And everybody's like, ah! And it's just like, yeah, tell me you're in America without telling me that you're in America.
Isn't that an older video?
Maybe. I had just seen it, though. I just saw it for the first time. So, yeah.
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah.
I should have made a bet. I swear I knew it was going to be Ryan being the number one watcher.
Oh, yeah, and I'm glad it is. So, yeah. So, throw it. Yeah, so it'd probably be a pretty quiet show, but that's okay. We're going to shit. See, that wasn't accidental. Does that count? I mean, I didn't mean to. It kind of slipped. So, a Freudian slip. So now we're already shadow banned, right? If I curse like that?
Yes.
That's automatic. See, that's ridiculous. And I stand by my ridiculous statement because, and I've said this before, you go into any game lobby and some of the things that children say, it's just like, wow.
But is a game lobby as instantly accessible as YouTube is?
This day and age, I feel that yes, because that's all kids do. Right? Like to the point here, so Cohen was gaming and his headphones messed up. So he actually has an app on his phone that he could game, still talk to the guys that he's gaming with through his phone and his Bluetooth earbuds. So like even when people, yeah, so it's just it's always there, right? So it's interesting that just how things have changed that way, right? It's kind of like I've heard a lot of talk about like the way TV is dying and whatnot. And I mean, it truly is because kids don't take what am I looking for? I lost it. Drink. They don't consume their television stuff the way we do, right? Like, and really, we don't even. I mean, honestly, you don't even watch TV, right? I'm so selective. Like, there was a pay-per-view on yesterday. I'm so glad I recorded it. It's like a 3-hour and 25-minute pay-per-view. I watched it in like an hour and a half after you knocked out all the entrances and blah blah blah. You know, so you know,
a funeral pit party, you say?
That's tell me you're from Mackenzie without telling me that you're from Mackenzie, right?
Was it for Darth Vader or someone dressed up like Darth Vader? A funeral pyre pit party or something?
Yeah, yeah, right. So, I think we're gonna have more than 12 people, but Yeah, no, I lost my train of thought. Who else is listening? I wonder who else is on right now. Oh, okay. So, yes.
Salmon
I was
Arm.
mistaken.
Jesus, I haven't been through there in years. Nice place, I think.
Salmon Arm, remind me, tell me if I'm wrong, Ryan, but I'm pretty sure they have the Beehive Burr that was turned into a restaurant, correct? On the one side of town. Was that Salmon Arm? I believe it was. Yeah, like the old beehive burners that they have at the sawmills and whatnot. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You do anything special, different, memorable, newsworthy for Canada Day?
No. That was Saturday.
Yeah.
No. 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 No, did you? I went down to the park, kind of looked around, went, okay, I'm out of here. What about you?
Went for breakfast, or pardon me, lunch at a place I've never been to before. Really good. It's called Yolks. It's in Vancouver on Broadway. Was thinking of going to Whistler after that, but that's a good 2-hour drive. So went to the shopping mall outlet at MacArthur Glen near the airport instead.
Nice.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, no,
all
we
right.
didn't. Yeah, we didn't. Frick, now I can't even remember what I did on Saturday. So obviously it wasn't that memorable because I don't remember. Yeah. Oh, sure. I guess I should have started with this. I went and saw Blink 182 on Friday night.
Cool.
Amazing. Amazing. GNR is still my favorite concert just because the atmosphere, but like Blink is right there.
Wow.
That's my first concert since the pandemic, and it was so awesome to be back in with people, and yeah, it was awesome. The music sounded great. I've heard a lot of people ragging about Tom's voice. Oh, he's changed his voice. He sounded awesome. He sounded great. And the best part, I love the no effing around with them, is they had, I think, so that was Friday night. They were off. So it was off for, they had the weekend off. Sorry, I just got a question asked them on something else. So they had the weekend off. So there was no encore. They came, they stayed and they went, okay, well, we're not going off because we're just going to keep playing. And they did like all the small things. What's My Age Again? And they ended with Damn It. So, which was awesome. And yeah, they didn't want, because Kim said, oh yeah, once they got off Friday, they were off till Monday. So they probably went, F this, let's get out of here as quick as we can. Yeah. So, yeah.
Who opened for them?
I can't remember the name of the first band, but the second band was called Turnstile. And I'd never heard of them either. It had some really good music. It was very enjoyable. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. I really enjoyed it. So if you do get a chance to see Blink 182, go see it. If you're into their music, go see them. I put that concert above Tools. That's how much I enjoyed it. Yep. Just, it was awesome. It was great. So.
Now, were you sitting down in a seat further back, or were you up near the pit?
Oh, I was in the back, and Cohen was on the floor. He said it was fun, but what was that? Tell her I'll message her back in a minute. We were in a group of like older. There was like a group of older people around us, so it was awesome. And I thought, okay, we'll get to sit, but of course, as soon as Blink came up, everyone stood up and didn't sit for the whole time they were out there, and they were out for an hour and 40, I think it was.
Wow.
Yeah. So no breaks, no, nothing. A couple, little words in between and stuff like that, but just things that are going to be etched in my brain forever. When they did I Miss You, the second part where it's, where are you? And I'm so sorry. They all stop and everybody starts singing. It was like, oh. And then they did when they did Stay Together for the kids.
Yep.
They had everyone turn their flashlights on their phone. It was dark, right? And of course the whole arena is lit up, right? Because everyone had their cell phone, the lights on. It was great. Now, what I don't get when it comes to concerts like that, I get if you want to take a picture, be like, okay, cool, I was here. I took one picture when Tom's drums got uncovered. That's the only picture I took the whole time I was there. I'm there for the moment. I don't understand when you see these people and they got their cameras up the whole time during the show. It's like, okay, no one cares about, especially when they post it to YouTube, right? It's like, shalom.
She did a different comment. I want to get into that later because I took a screenshot of it. I have no idea what she's trying to say, but please continue.
But I don't understand these people that go to shows and they just sit there with their phone on the whole time. Nobody cares about your YouTube feed. Nobody cares, like what you want clicks on your stupid YouTube channel on a crappy, and yeah, the phones are getting great, but guess what? That little microphone does not pick up that sound good. So maybe the pictures will be awesome, but the sound's going to sound like crap. Watch the show. Live for the show. Live for the moment.
Yep.
The only time I touched my phone once Blink came out, even Turnstile, I watched. And that's when I took my picture. It was between Turnstile and Blink. Just at the stage with Travis's drums. No one else is on it. And awesome. Awesome.
Okay. Now, because she brought that up, I'm going to bring up her comment.
Okay. Oh, boy, fuck, boy, I thought this was live. That's like 3 shows ago. We're on 17. That's impressive, Red. That's impressive.
And I saved that email. I'm not deleting that one.
No, that's great. That was live. Oh, bollocks. But, and I know I've said this on this show before, when we went to Kings of Leon and they started playing Pyro, and Cohen's face is like, oh, Dad, they're playing it. I watched his face. It's burned in my head because I wasn't staring at a phone. I don't understand these people that go to shows and they're just sitting there. I don't get, again, take some pictures because you can go back and look at a picture and go, okay, that was a lot of fun. But I wouldn't go back and watch the video. That's just me. I've done it and then I delete the videos.
Yeah. And even if someone is doing it for their YouTube live stream, it's going to get flagged for copyright. So there's no use in posting it. Have it for yourself, sure. But it's just like people who record the fireworks. Yes. How often are you going to watch that video?
Oh, it's so annoying. It's kind of like those people, when it's raining outside and they take pictures of the rain. It's like, yeah, we're all aware it's raining. See, and Brody just said, yeah, and I don't, because they weren't good. The video wasn't good. So, yeah, it wasn't good. So then I say that, but then someone did record the beginning of Welcome to the Jungle from Seattle, and I'll go listen. Oh, that was awesome. When he starts to do-do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, and then everyone figures out what they're doing, right? So, yeah. It was a good show. I recommend, if you like Blink-182, go, because it was awesome. It was well worth it. So,
I haven't been to a concert in, it's got to be 12 years now. And the last live thing I went to was Uncle Hack, and that was in April.
Mm-hmm.
And he's coming back, so I'm going to go see him again in September.
We actually had a rule when we started jamming, and people would come record our stuff and then put it on Facebook. And we finally said to people, okay, no more recording our stuff, because the phones were the quality was so bad. We sounded horrible.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, we were drunk at 1 o'clock in the morning playing, but it sounds awful. It already sounds bad enough without you helping us out, because it's 1 a.m. and we're all drunker than F. Right. So, yeah.
Yeah. And even in this day and age, with people still taking, I guess it's got to be camera phones, or it's either tiny cameras into the theater to record new movies that come out. The the video quality, it's getting okay, but the sound is still trash. Why even bother?
Yeah,
Just
why?
wait for the HD version.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, why? You know. Yeah, I don't get that. So
If Joe gives you the okay. Oh, permission.
Joe wants to go.
Okay.
So now you probably know more about this. Like, we're gonna jump big time here. So I didn't realize that there was a strike in BC on the port.
Yep.
Going on third day after weekend talks fail. And I always find it funny when these people they want to legislate them to go back to work. And they need more unions to be like, no, legislate all you want. It's hanging right here. There's a reason we're on strike.
Yeah.
There's a reason. And this is the point of going on strike. Because when they realize, holy crap, like, you know, this is what happens when this isn't taken care of properly. So, you know, I firmly believe that, they shouldn't be breaking unions because that's like making people go back to work. That's why you have unions and that's why people go on strike.
Exactly. The purpose of collective bargaining is to get to the table and say, okay, this is what we want now. And if they say no, okay, we're going on strike because we are a union.
Yep. And that's the thing. If more unions actually stayed on strike, they'd have more power still. I think you'd see a better wage across the board everywhere. Because people would be going, oh, crap, like, if a union does come in here and they go on strike, we're screwed. And now, like, you go on strike, they'll just force you back to work.
Yeah, what's the point?
So, yeah.
I swear Brody has used those words in a past show. Back in my day.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then he said, yeah, and that's just it. What's the point of collective bargaining if the government's just going to break them? And that's what I'm getting at, Brody. And I think more unions need to go like, no, F you, we're not. We're not. So
there was a movie, I think it was released in 1954. It was shot in black and white. I saw it years and years ago. It wasn't exactly a banned movie, but it wasn't heavily promoted either. I think it was called Salt of the Earth. And it was about people who were trying to collectively bargain. I don't think they had a union at that time, and they were getting beaten up by the company. I think goons from the company that employed them. That's an old trope used in movies nowadays, but I think it was based on something that actually happened in the 1920s or 1910s. It's been a long time since I saw that movie, but if anyone can find it, particularly if you go to archive.org and look for it in the video section, you might have a good understanding of why we have unions nowadays and why they should be revered. Not all of them. Some people take advantage, but unions are still necessary. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why the union is good, because they'll fight for you if they, and that's the thing, Ryan. If it was 4 years ago and your union is still fighting for you, then obviously they believe that there's a case. They believe wholeheartedly that they can win this. They wouldn't be fighting for you like that if they didn't think there was a chance they were going to win.
And pay your union dues, remember.
Yes. And that's the thing. So, I mean, I'm hoping for you, Ryan, because that's a lot of back pay.
Yeah.
Yep. We need more. And yeah, well, that's just it. And when Suncor did that. That's with any of those places, though, right?
Yeah, the United States, for example, a Starbucks and Walmart, two big examples of.
Oof.
And it was at a Starbucks. I don't know exactly where it was, but there was talk of unionizing, and that Starbucks was shut down. It was closed because for whatever reason, they are totally anti-union.
Yep. You know, and that's the thing. I don't, you know.
There's a good example. Coal miners in the 80s.
Yep. And that's the thing is that people can say what they want about unions, but the unions, you know, they've done a lot of good. The things that people have that don't work for a union, you can thank the unions for that. Because if it wasn't for the unions and workers fighting for these rights, we wouldn't have them now. And it's so effed up is that there's still lots of workers who don't have rights. Like, again, Walmart, Starbucks employees, Amazon employees, these people who are getting put over the barrel by billion dollar companies. You know,
Boeing, there's another good example. Hello, Alma.
hi, Kat. I hope your brain's feeling better. She couldn't G's with us today. She had a really bad headache.
Oh,
So then moving on. So money. So here we go. so I heard about this.
make a little maniacal talk. What was Thatcher's nickname? Was like the woman in the iron dress or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's for Canadians who are in this price range, there's a one-time grocery rebate coming July 5th, right? So eligible Canadians who are officially set to receive this one-time grocery rebate will be this Wednesday, July 5th. The long-awaited payment comes months after the government first announced the benefit as part of the 2023 federal budget. The federal government said that the grocery rebate will be delivered to eligible Canadians by direct deposit or check through the Canadian Revenue Agency. The rebate unveiling in May also coincides with Bill C-46, the Cost of Living Act, which allows a rebate received royal asset. The legislation also includes a $2 billion Canadian health transfer to top up to reduce backlogs of waiting time, the May statement said. So who is the eligible ones? Because
good question.
maybe I'll just go down here. We'll see here. Because I don't know about you guys, but you know, like paydays this week. And yes, I do. Yeah, with the big green cock. That ended up on BC TV. You could see it. You can't see any of our dad's faces, but you can see Rob's Flexor Challenge shirt with the big green penis in its mouth. So the rebate will be up to $467 for eligible couples with 2 children, $234 for single Canadians without children, $225 for seniors on average. Now, though my child eats like 2 children, $467, even if I'm eligible, I will not be eligible for this, would probably barely cover one Costco trip.
Yeah, same here.
Yep. And Alex is a single dude. And then again, his stuff will last longer, right? But what, $467? So this is that thing again where you're cutting the end off a blanket, putting it on the other end, thinking that it's going to help the situation. No, you still got the same blanket. Okay, you're giving these people this money that they're going to spend, but next month they're going to be screwed again. Because the inflation ain't going to magically go down in a month. Right? So
Yeah. It gets them ahead half a step, only then by the next month or two to be put back another step or two.
Yep. Exactly. So
And they got to be careful with that rebate, because remember, with the COVID relief, people had to pay that back. Now, is that going to be the same with this rebate, I wonder?
So out of how many billions of people do we have in this country? What are we at?
It's got to be closing in on 40 million people now.
So
37, 38 maybe.
So we have 40 million people, and this is only going to help 11 million people.
Then again, if it helps those who really, really need it, then absolutely.
But again, and I agree. Alex, I totally agree with you. And I realize I'm sitting okay. Like, we're fine. I get that. But again, okay, for a month. Then what? We're back in the same situation.
Yeah.
You know?
But this seems to be endlessly hopeless, because the cost of living keeps rising. Same with food, same with goods and services. And I've heard, I don't know how many people in the last few years alone bring this up, but the wages stay the same. And you can't force an employer to increase how much they pay you, because the employer would go out of business. Well, the employer shouldn't be. Well, come on, you gotta understand budgeting. Look at the books. It's not. Come on,
man. Yeah, and Brody, you're not gonna get it, because I know you told me what you make. Me and Kim won't make it because we're a combined household. But at the end of the day, and like Tig, I know him as Tig, said, the max earning is $37K per couple. But then, okay, oh God, I'm gonna sound like a butthole. Okay. If these people are only sitting at 37K per year. So you're telling me between two grown adults, what is that? 1, 3, 1, 7. You're making 17,000 a year as a married couple.
18.5. Now, is that net or gross? I wonder.
But but at the end of the day, like,
you're below the poverty line at that point.
So, but you're gonna tell me that's that's what I'm getting at, bro. What he just said, the 37K, that's not even minimum wage. So these people already. So, are you helping the people that are already on a bunch of government programs? Like, so if that is the case, so then why aren't you going, okay, they're already on a bunch of government programs. Is there something we can change here to make their situation better? Right? And I'm not saying that to be facetious at all. If they need schooling, if they need training, to get out of that, I mean, that should be the problem that should be looked at, in my opinion, is if you're only making $18,500 a year, let's try to fix and get you more training so you can make more money. No? Like, I realize there's some people who probably can't, they're people with disabilities and whatnot that cannot work. I understand that. Yeah. Though we have a gentleman, I won't say his name on here, but he works at our co-op and Brody knows him. He's a great dude. I think he's legally blind. He can still see. He says hello and all that stuff, right? But he works at co-op and he has his cane with him and he's pushing carts. He's working. So there are times when I see some people and I'm thinking, okay, why can't you work? Like this, some people, I'm not saying there are people who definitely cannot work, but so basically if Tig's correct there by saying that, so basically these are the people who are going to get this money are already people that are on government programs. So why don't we do something to try to help them make more money? If that's out there, right?
Yeah, there's got to be something. And we're not saying people who are disabled, they should be given training so they can go to a construction site. No, what about answering phones or tech service or something?
Maybe I'm the insensitive one. Well, when it comes to this, because I can already say, well, how about doing a cash register? And you'll hear people, I can't deal with people my anxiety. Okay, well then, but you have to, but you.
Hey, don't dig on capitalism, because one day that lottery ticket just might help you get out of here. And that's capitalism. The lottery. Come on, man.
Come on, man. But I feel, oh my gosh, I just feel that there's it's, I don't know. And of course, when we say this all the time, when we discuss these issues on our show, we don't have the answers. We're just two guys talking about this. But it seems like if there's us two are sitting here going, man, can't we, or us, collective 8 with the people that are watching, go, okay, well, drop down to 6 now, but still, that if we can't sit here going, like this seems like we need to do something a little different here. Like, why can't we, like, the bigger picture, right? That seems really to be lacking in this world everywhere. I didn't know this. Did you know this? And maybe I should bring it up so I know for sure. Maybe someone will look it up quickly. Did you know that there is a service for opioid addicted people that when you are about to do a hit of crack or whatever you're going to do, You can set a timer on your phone. And if you do not answer, say it's 5 minutes, okay? And if you don't answer that call in 5 minutes, an alarm will go off. If the alarm goes off and you don't answer that alarm, they will then call you. If you do not respond to the phone call, they automatically send help to help you, like an ambulance and stuff. That's where we should be putting our money. Right alongside freaking safe injection sites. You know how I feel about those. So that's what we need to be doing. Again, you're putting forward things for people that okay, hey, you do crack? All right, cool. Well, here's a safety thing. If you're ODing, you can't, someone will come save you. Right? You know.
That almost sounds like something you would hear about happening in Switzerland or Scandinavia or Denmark, you know, those forward-thinking European countries.
Well, you can think it's good. I think it's horse shit. And I'll pay the $1.25 for that. Again, we have much more important things we worry about in this world than buttholes that are ODing.
Yeah.
You know, oh, I'm about to do something I know I shouldn't be putting into my veins. Well, better get my alarm ready because this one could be pretty tasty. Please. Ugh. Drives me insane.
So that, I think, goes back to, does the government have a responsibility to take care, at least in some basic way, its citizens? And during the pandemic, some of these people were saying, no, the government doesn't have a responsibility to tell us about safety and be safe. And this goes back to the jab and so on and so forth. But if someone is going to safe injection sites on the regular, can they be rehabilitated to get off those drugs and get a job, perhaps through a work program, and hopefully become a productive member of society again? Or do we meaning the government, continue to allow them to go to safe injection sites and then their health just deteriorates from there? Because that's not really helping them in the end. Drug addiction is that simple. Well, it depends on the drug.
Right. Yeah, it is that simple. You want to know why? I chose to eat shitty food. I got fat. I got diabetes. I have to pay for my diabetic shit. But Cracky McCrackhead can go to a freaking safe injection site and do an illegal drug over and over again without any prejudice? Kiss my ass. Oh, that makes me mad. Yeah, and guess what? It wasn't easy for me either, but guess what? I still got to pay my shit. That's what pisses me off. It makes me full hot. Oh, God damn. And I realize it's not that simple. I use it for you there, Nick, to sit and... No, because I'm addicted to food. No. Go to next one.
Okay.
No, it's not free. I got mine's free because healthcare is free, Cat. Like, if you go to the hospital, like, they'll take care of an injury for you. I still have, I have benefits that pay for it, yes. But at the end of the day, if I didn't have benefits, I would have to pay out of pocket for this stuff. Okay? Right? I would have to pay for that. Doctor prescribed you painkillers and you get hooked. Yeah, you want to know what? Be a goddamn adult. Don't get fucked. I'm not paying any for this. Don't get fucking hooked. I almost lost a goddamn leg. I'm in pain every fucking day. Guess what? I don't take fucking pain pills because I'm a fucking adult and I knew that if I get hooked on this shit, what could happen? Because I've seen it. So don't fucking sit there and tell me, oh, well, these people, they got addicted because their doctor prescribed them and they didn't know that they can't. Fuck you. Grow a set of balls and take care of your fucking self. Oh! It makes me mad because and my leg was off my body. The only thing holding it on was a piece of skin. That's it. And I fucking knew, like, look, I can't, no matter how much it hurts, I can't. I'm still the same way. I still don't want to take a bunch of pills because I'm still worried that something like that might happen. So I don't. God damn. I'm not putting money in for this one.
This show is not sponsored by prescription drugs. It is sponsored by rage, which is induced by pain.
It's because the thing is this. I've lost more weight. Okay, after I got hurt, I was almost under 300. Then pandemic hit, I got hurt. I was back up to 360. I'm at 303 now. I'm right there, 302. I'm right there again. Okay, I'm playing more baseball than I even played before I got hurt. Okay, I'm doing these things because I know I need to keep my legs strong. I know I need to keep getting better shape, and I'm loving it. Okay. And that's why when I get fired up too when I hear people saying, well, I can't work because like my back is sore. I can't work. You want to know what? If you hurt your back at work, then your employer is an asshole and didn't find you. My job rules. And I realize I got a great job and I work I'm on the garbage truck 3 days a week. I'm moving my hand up and down like Alex does. I'm just not hitting the desk. And used to do that, remember? Right? Used to bang.
Not like this.
Oh. But I just, if you got hurt at work and then you got hooked on drugs, there are things you could have done. And I don't mean, okay, you got hooked. It happens. Okay, maybe I have a lot of willpower. Except when it comes to food. But your job, you should have been sent to rehab through your job. They should have had a job. They should have basically, okay, you can't do this anymore. Then we're going to get you a different job that you can actually do. Yeah. There are days, and people they've seen me walk through the shop where I'm dragging my leg because it hurts. But at the end of the day, I'm sitting here going, I'm sitting in a truck. So it's either I'm going to be sore at home or I'm going to be sore here making money to feed my family. I'm going to be here to feed my family. But I think that comes full circle. Like I said, Brody, these are people who are adults who should be making these decisions, especially when it comes to the pain pill area. You got to know, okay, this could happen. And I understand there are people who are like, it's amazing, I think, what your body can adapt to. Because I saw this joke once that this demon takes over my body, and the demon's like, oh my God, what's with your shoulder? And you're like, yeah, well, work it out. Oh, your leg, what's it? And the demon, you're like, suck it up, princess. And the demon leaves because your body's so broken down that they don't want to be there. I would love I'd love to someone to say, hey, take my leg for 20 minutes. Let me know how much it hurts. Because I'm so used to it now, I don't know if the level of pain. If someone said to me, what's your pain level? I'd probably say it's constantly about a 5.
Oof.
4. It's always there. Like it's always, I know it's like one of those things that I know it's there. And like if you see me moving all the time, it's because I'm always moving my leg. Right? Because my leg's down right now. So I'm always moving my leg. And that's but then someone might take, if they had my leg pain and go, holy crap, this is like 9 out of 10. I'm wondering if your body gets used to pain.
I think so. Yeah. Because you could apply that to the gym. Your pain threshold will increase because you can lift more weight for more reps.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh, that makes sense. Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. That lactic acid burn, yep. You can tolerate that for longer periods of time.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I was doing skull crushers a couple weeks ago. I did something to my elbow, dude. Whew. Like I switched up when I was doing back for I didn't I usually do back and buys. Hmm. I actually did bands instead because the weights were hurting too much. So I just did band exercises instead. Yeah, I don't know. And I think maybe because I'm also playing more ball, right? And that's my throwing arm. So yeah.
It could be overuse.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So I didn't go to the gym at all this week because I mowed the lawn and I got sick yesterday. My stomach turned on me yesterday for some reason. And I'm finding anybody that does become diabetic, if you take Ozempic, it actually can mess with your guts. And it's my blood sugars are great now because of it, but whew, they give you sulfur burps, and I just read about it. I'm like, oh, look at that. And I talked to my pharmacist about it today, and he's like, oh yeah, they probably should have told you. I mean, sulfur, like poor Kim, it smells like a burnt match. It's so gross. Oh, it's fun. Oh God. So anyway.
To this day, I love nose beers.
Yeah.
What? Am I missing something?
I think he's talking Cocaine Cowboy, I think.
That reminds me of the end of the book, A Million Little Pieces. The author of that book was heavily promoted by Oprah until it was found out that that guy was full of trash. The end of the book, he is at a bar. He's been to AA, and he's got a big old, I think it's a big old glass of booze in front of him, and he dips his nose in, and then he takes his nose out, he pushes the glass away, he gets up and he walks out. Great ending, but when I see nose beer, I'm like, are you trying to snort booze or something?
I was right. Cocaine. I was right.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
nose beer.
So both for I mean, yeah, it does, but it falls to a certain degree because the doctor can't babysit everybody. Our healthcare system's already, like strained big time.
Yeah.
So we can't ask doctors now regulate what. Now, if you want to say, well, that's why, and I know this happens because you get these people that get doctor's cards and whatnot. Cohen is on something for his ADHD. I can't remember what it is, but if he can only get so much every 30 days, that's it. And it shows that that's all you can get because it's a regulated drug, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what a lot of these oxycodones and stuff are the same thing. Maybe these people are doctor chasing or doctor jumping, whatever they call it.
Yeah,
I think so. I might be. I don't know. They've had to change it. They changed it on them, but it's not Adderall. No, it's not Ritalin. It's not Ritalin. But so as for the gym, right now I'm not going as faithfully because the summer band practices, baseball. So I'm having sports elsewhere. If I like today, I mowed the lawn and weed whipped. I was out for an hour, working and sweating. So I'm like, I don't really need to go to the gym today. I'll go tomorrow and ball Wednesday. If we're doing a ball Thursday, I'll go to the gym, and then we got ball Friday.
That's a lot of activity for a guy.
Yeah, right. So, but during the winter, I'm a 5-day-a-week guy. Oof. And but the thing is, okay, hold on. My 5 days, one of those is usually a cardio. One or two are usually cardios, just on a treadmill or a bike.
Yeah.
And really, I'm not on like a wind sprint bike, like, right? I'm just like a nice leisurely ride, watch some YouTube videos. I ride my bike here. It's right there with my little phone thingy on it, And it's funny, I got these screens right here that I could watch videos on the whole night. I got two awesome screens. And wow, that was weird. Just as
got two awesome screens.
I was like, holy crap, did I just lose power? And did it go black? Did my camera go black too?
No.
Oh no, it went black. My screens went black. I was like, oh crap. But I'll sit there with my Bluetooth and watch my phone. Not watch the screens in front of me that I could use to watch videos. I'll watch my phone. Now, but it's okay. So this was your grandma. Yeah, I mean, okay, but then you think I think a lot of these doctors might also assume, which is wrong because you shouldn't assume anything, that these 70-year-old women, 75-year-old grandparents either have someone coming to the home or they, kids are checking on them, I guess. If your grandma, if she was really hurt, you would think maybe that they're just figuring that the kids are going to be there to help. I guess. I don't know.
Oh, this is interesting. I like this. Stops withdrawal symptoms. Cool. I like that.
No, I like that too. I totally like that. But yeah, and that's just, I mean, and I realize addiction is horrible. Again, I'm addicted to food. I understand that. Like, I'm not, but they lose me with the pain thing. They kind of do a bit, and I realize there's people who are a lot more hurt than I am. I understand that. They're probably in a lot more pain than I'm in, but I guess I don't know. Go. I don't know.
And just because Ryan's comment to me was so insightful, here you go. Thank you, Ryan.
And that makes sense. So now I can see context. That's a different view on it, Ryan. That really is. Because especially and albeit like maybe that, like I don't know. But if that's what the nurse is thinking, like me, I don't know. Like, but that's great. If there's the opportunity to get it,
Forgot about you. Forgot we had a knowledge segment, or you forgot about T3s with Cody.
Opioids are scary.
Yeah, there are a
terrifying.
lot of deaths here. Oh yeah.
Like, that is terrifying. And oh gosh, just jeepers. Huh.
And I don't know if this is related, but it had to be 3 or 4 years ago. I'm pretty sure it was 2019. There was a young couple that they did some regular, I think it was weed. They were smoking weed and it was laced with fentanyl. And this was a young couple. They had a child in their apartment. They died. The kid was left alone for a good 3 days before a relative showed up. It wouldn't surprise me that would be classified as an opioid death. Probably not, but it goes to show that because of, let's say, freak accidents like that, the opioid deaths are climbing, yes, skyrocketing to the point. Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that.
This segment.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know. Man, like, sometimes I'm like, it's so nice to be in like our little bubble at times. Like, I'm glad I don't have to deal with this stuff to the point of what some people have to.
Yeah, but it's also great when guys like Ryan, they have stuff, information on Suboxone, which can help with stopping withdrawal symptoms. That's really helpful. I had no idea about that.
No, me neither.
I'm not a guy who takes Advil or Tylenol or any other prescription drug unless I have to, prescribed by a doctor, prescription drug. But I stay away from that stuff.
Really?
Yep. I have no need for it. It's pain, man. Pain is temporary. Now, why would the doctor not say, okay, well, I'm going to prescribe you this. You take this many per day for this many days. I mean, that's what a doctor has always done for me. Here's this medication. Go fill it. You take that much, that many times a day. We'll see you in a few weeks. Who are these cowboy doctors that are saying, take all this and then bye, and then the people die? What?
So here, okay, so this subtext or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
This is the thing. So I'll give myself an example. The doctor said to me, he's like, Nick, we can give you a pill that is going to, like, whatever urge you have, this chemical pill. If you want nachos, you could take this pill, and your brain will think that it's not whatever. Just hear me out. No, hear me out.
I know.
Right? I know it sounds so stupid, but I'm going on my addiction, and it's like, but listen, like, it's going to, you're going to be able to lose weight, but it's going to cure your cravings, and you're going to be able to get healthier. How could someone not say, "Oh, well, I will take that pill in a second"? if it's going to help me get healthy. It's kind of like these people who are addicted to it. Now, if this pill does that with the opioids, it takes away all the horribleness that it would be coming off of it. Why wouldn't you take it?
Yeah.
I don't, oh, they're too far gone and addicted. Well, but they should, like, there comes a time where it's going to be like, hey, when you do an intervention, like, you can take this pill and you're not going to have to do the sweats and feel like you're going to die. This will get rid of that. Right?
Yep. Now, even though I live in the Greater Vancouver Regional District, I didn't start seeing used needles until about 6 years ago, and I don't
Really?
see them often. But because I don't hang around near Needle Park, which is West Hastings and oh Jesus, where is that? Kiefer, something like that. No, I don't go there. So of course I don't see needles on the regular, but not even on the regular.
Yeah.
Not even 2 or 3 times a week, but it hasn't been prevalent for me until the past few years.
Yeah, he took what was it called? Antabuse or something. Like, even the smell of alcohol would make him puke.
Mm.
Yeah, Anabuse, I think it was called. Yeah.
And he was still drinking.
But he would stop taking the pill. Like, what he could do is, like, on TVs, like if he worked Monday and Thursday for wrestling, he'd just take the pills when he was going to be on TV. That's all he was worried about, was to stay sober. So
that's another good point by Brody.
Yes.
You can't help, until some people have to hit absolute rock bottom where there's nowhere else to go. Some people don't realize that until it's almost too late.
Yes,
and some
exactly.
people will die never knowing how late it is.
Yes, and they just won't know. You're exactly right. So, okay, we need some funny stuff here. Can we watch some videos or something? Or do you have some stories you want to talk about other than drugs and dying and Nick yelling at everybody?
How about I got something for you. This, we were supposed to get to this a while ago.
Yeah.
All right. 1 cassette, 1 video game, 1 movie.
You go first.
The cassettes. I would go with Ghostbusters. The games, you know what? At this point, I'm going with Double Dragon. And the VHS tapes, got to be Back to the Future.
Okay. Now, if I were to say to you that we're doing this in the 80s, okay? Is that what we're doing? Like, we were kids, what we would choose? Or are we doing now?
We could do both.
Okay, because right now, as a kid, I'm taking Beverly. Well, Ryan nailed it. I'm doing the exact same thing as a kid. Exact same. That's exactly what I was gonna say. And I love all those movies. I can't read what Van Halen it is. Let me see if I can get a zoom in on the picture.
Oh, there's another Brodyism. Can Halen. Yeah. Slamming them cans, bro.
Where's Mr. Alex? Okay, there we go. Let me see. Oh, it is 1984. 1984.
Wasn't Panama on
Yes,
that album?
Panama, Hot for Teacher, Jump. So,
wow.
Okay, so are you changing anything if you had to ask? Oh, and FYI, Karate Kid for Nintendo was one of the dumbest games ever. So, and I'm saying that as a guy who played it back in the day. It was dumb. Yes, it is. It's 1984. So, is Kid Alex taking different movies?
Yep, Kid Alex would go, oh, this is tough because it's down to Star Wars or the Goonies. I've got to go with the Goonies.
Yep.
For games, I would go back to Super Mario Brothers. And for cassettes, Because I was a kid and I was dumb, I'd probably go with Back to the Future.
See, so mine would change. I'm going to stick with Goonies still. I think I'd go Super Mario as well. And then, oh, no, okay, so that was my kid. I was going as a kid. So as an adult, I'm still sticking with Goonies, still sticking with Double Dragon, but I'm going with Van Halen 1984. That's what I'm going with. So
Nice.
yeah. And all those, you can win with all those movies. Again, the games, you can't. I was never a Zelda guy. Never.
Me neither.
I tried it a little bit. I couldn't get into it.
Yep.
So same with Final Fantasy. Same thing. Couldn't get into
Never
it.
played it.
Yeah, I just couldn't get into it. I just couldn't be bothered. So, all right. Cool. I like those. So, yeah. Fair enough.
Pretty good, pretty
Yeah,
good.
I like that. I like that one. So, that was a good one. Do we have any stories that we need to hammer out here?
Yeah, although this dips back into the depressing side of things. I should have brought it up earlier.
Out.
All right.
Oh, okay. I'll get back to that. Sorry.
As housing costs soar, some financial analysts advise to scrap the 30% rule. So you've heard the 30% rule, I assume. It's no more than 30% of your income should be spent on rent or mortgage.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. So now apparently the benchmark doesn't apply anymore. This is the sentence I wanted to focus on. If you were single and living on your own in Vancouver, you would need a salary of $9,000 a month or $108,000 a year to pay for an average one bedroom and keep it to 30% of your income before tax. What? 9,000?
Okay, hold on.
Uh-huh.
Why am I paying for StreamYard? You pay for it if you're making 9 G's a month.
But I'm not making
I already know you're not. I already know you're not because I know where you're going. Sorry.
Is it that painfully obvious that I'm not making $9,000?
Well, no, but still, like, we've been really good friends since 84, 85.
Let's say 85, yeah.
Okay. If you were making $9,000 a month, I would hope my good friend would go, hey, I'll float this one. It's okay. Wow. Or I know what you do for a living. Boy, I need to change my career. Anyways, continue because that's ridiculous.
But this is almost untenable. Now, I realize if a person had gone to college and university for 4 years and gotten a degree and gotten a good job in their chosen field, then by this point in time, in that alternate universe, yes, I probably could be making $9,000 a month take home and be able to live on my own in a one bedroom and keep it to 30% of my income. But the majority of people, this is laughable. This is disgusting. This is overdosing on some kind of fantasia stupidity.
Yes.
Meanwhile, average income for those 15 and older is $62,250. I hate to say it, I myself don't make $62,000 in a year. I think net is considered money made before taxes and gross is after. I don't make this net. And I'm a kind of frugal, stingy guy.
You're a cheap asshole, but yes.
Yeah, and I've been being able to, for the most part, survive down here on my own for the past 22 years.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yep. So, and that's crazy to think that's what that's. See, but that's the. Oh, here. Let me. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, there it is.
Wrong.
Mike. But what I'm tired of seeing, and I've been saying this for a long, there's nothing wrong with being cheap, but I've been saying this for a long time. People need to start going after landlords that are. I saw a house here in Tabor. They wanted $2,700 a month for rent. If you can afford $2,700 a month for rent, then you should be able to save up and have a mortgage.
Yeah, you should.
That's my opinion. So yeah.
I think with the CMHC, you can qualify for the special 5% down, but there are certain criteria you have to meet. Like, and you have to meet those criteria for sure. Otherwise, it's 20% down, and a lot of people don't have 20%.
That's impossible to get.
Yeah.
The only reason it might happen for me is because I almost lost a leg in an accident. Like, seriously, that's gonna be the only way that might work for me. I can't, like, and that's the most ridiculous thing in the world. People should be able to take their landlords, like my landlord, and I should be able to take a statement from him with a written notarized letter where he should be able to say he's paid his rent for the last however many years, always on time, and his rent is this much a month. Not a problem. Because there are times where mortgages might be cheaper than rent. So, yeah.
Yeah, and what are they recommending? Cut costs by getting a roommate or make more money by getting a second job. Isn't that what Bolo said?
Yeah, make more money.
Back here? Yeah, make more money. Oh, it's that easy. It's just like saying, well, if you don't like it, move. Moving is not easy. It's expensive, as a matter of fact. And believe me, I know a thing or two about that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
Yeah. All right. Let's rack up some videos.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So we got this term that we like to throw around on this show every once in a while. It's called Brodyisms.
Mm-hmm.
And they amuse us because sometimes people make, simple typo mistakes. But imagine dealing with someone who speaks in Brodyisms. And we'll get to that, and I want to get through these comments. Yep. Because it's not the Wild West anymore when it comes to real estate. You have to jump through these hoops so that the banks know these people we can rely on because we're giving them money, even though they could take that stuff back in an instant.
And that's why I'm saying, like, that your landlord should be able to give you a notarized letter that says, hey, they've been here for X amount of time. They're great tenants and they've always had their rent paid. That should go for something. I'm not saying it needs to be the end all be all, but that if people need references to move into other places, then why can't that work for banks and mortgage companies?
Yeah, credit. Yeah.
Like it should really. Mm-hmm. Like, or like that's a thing. You pay your vehicle note off. That goes on your thing. Hey, they paid their vehicle off. Mm-hmm. So like my truck's been paid off through Scotia, and our Jeep's just about done. So I know if we went back to Scotia, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, you paid off 2 vehicles without a problem. So we'll do something with you, right? So
especially if you pay off your loan on your vehicle ahead of the term that you had agreed to, which we did that. Yeah, we did it with our truck, and we're gonna see what the Jeep is for the last month, and I think we'll just do the same thing. I have to ask you this before we continue. Yeah. Anyone
that's still here, because Alma said Mario's the best. I saw this. So this is where Mario stops before anybody continues. So I want to know you guys' choices. Super Mario 1, Super Mario 2, Super Mario 3, or Super Mario World from Nintendo 64. If you have to choose out of the 4, which one are you going with? I'm going with Super Mario World. I love that game. With Yoshi, I love it.
I'm going with Mario 3.
3? Okay. And then, everyone else can answer in the chat while we watch the videos. But that was a great question. Like, I loved Yoshi. And I just loved it. So, anyways, all right, let's get to the video of Brodyisms. I'm actually really intrigued by this one.
This thing is 3 minutes long. I don't know that we'll get through all 3 minutes.
Okay.
Story. I was born November 27th, 1973.
Hello, Mom. Stop crying.
I am a federal agent. I will never shut down a store. Whoever's in charge is in charge. The Armenians are down. I'm not worried about Minos. I'm not worried about Russia. Anybody worried about Putin? Because this is his pussy. So, if Junior Unum wants to keep playing games, tell Sharif, stay with Sam Salerni. Because all you black men are reneging.
Huh?
It's called 1.8 million in gold. You want it? Go to Africa. We gave a black beach.
Pause for a second.
You don't want it. Stay here.
Okay.
Did I say 64? I meant NES. You are correct. If I did, that was a Freudian slip. But I did mean NES. So my bad.
That was a Brodyism.
Okay, so
Get off our line. It's the whites and the Latins. Anybody got a problem with it? Because I'm Indian too. I'm Vietnamese. This bitch is trying to free the world. So who's gonna sell me my iPhone today? Who's gonna sell me the biggest iPhone in this house? Because I got snitched out and I got niggas all up in heat on my house. Chewy's up.
you can't say
It was
that.
Done. Her dog is a Great Dane. Is he allowed to shit all over my house? Who is allowed to shit on me? Who shit in the streets of IMT? That snitch, Caitlyn. So all these white bitches that think they own something, I'm not afraid. Do you want a word, nigga? Talk to
No.
Offset.
You gotta relax.
Talk to
First
Offset.
off, you gotta relax. Go ahead on.
Cardi said, don't worry about it. Are you selling me a phone or are you throwing me out?
Oh no, if you're gonna talk about that, I'm not sorry.
Okay, so Sean doesn't work here or he works here?
He does work here.
Okay.
He's not here.
Sean's my contact.
Okay.
Can you say anyone in here and sell me any sort of phone?
Yeah, what kind of device are you looking for?
You show me what you got.
Okay, let me see what I have.
It's going on my main line. Talk to Bad Bunny if you have a problem. Aaron Henderson's mad. And I ain't running for the Henderson. Just Los Melos. Listen, I got the water from Mexico. It's Calexico. And if you don't like it, go where you want to go. I run with the Russians. You like the KGB? Are you stronger than Putin? Vladimir? You stronger than my man?
That pussy, hell yeah.
Are you
Do
stronger than
not stop
Vladimir
playing
Putin?
this video. This is amazing.
I'll let him know you said that.
Please do.
Aaron said, don't even close your eyes. If anyone's got a problem with Yakuza, don't worry. You have my ID. I just arrested you. Aaron will talk to you later. We're about to have a lot of fun in Mexico. Tell French. Vladimir said no.
Hi, I have a lady here threatening me. I'm at a T-Mobile store. Is she person there?
Threatening you? I just arrested a black man.
Excuse me?
VIP. Hey,
Go ahead, sis.
take a selfie. It lasts longer.
I wish that went longer. That didn't feel like 3 minutes. Oh my geez. Wow. So there's the problem, and I think that was in America. It looked like a Virgin store, Virgin phone store. She obviously needs mental help.
So who
And-
thinks she was on oxycodone, and who thinks she was on Ritalin, and who thinks she was on heroin?
I think that she's just crazy and maybe needs a little help. Like, yeah, I guess. Wow. Can't believe the N bomb she was dropping in public. Like,
She don't give a fuck.
yeah, she don't give a fuck because Putin's her man and that's his pussy. Wow, that was wow. You need we need one of that banner that goes off for you just go on NBC like the more you know. Here, this yeah, because wow. She needs something there, Kat, because wow, that was phenomenal. I have to ask because Kat and Bolo are down south. Is Bolo off tomorrow, or are you guys like getting canned up tomorrow, or does he have to go to work Wednesday morning? Kind of sucks that it's like midweek, right? I hate when that happens here too. Like Canada Day's on like Wednesday. It's like ugh. So
This I thought was interesting. Most homes here are at least 100 years old, and it's very hard to be a home or landowner. There are a lot of homes here in the Vancouver area that are over 100 years old. And yeah, $2-3 million. Oh, it's the land value. And I make the stupid joke every time. So I will bring a shovel and I will dig up some of that land, and I will be a millionaire when I sell those shovelfuls of land.
So F no, Bolo. Does that mean we're getting torqued up tomorrow and don't have to work on Wednesday? I hope that's what that means. I would love to party with them down on 4th of July. That'd be awesome.
That'd be cool.
I would love to go down where they are and party. I was in the States once for 4th of July. It was a little town of Montana. It was a blast. I just imagine being with some friends and doing it. Oh, that'd be so fun. Oh, you don't drink, but you would have to break your drinking for that weekend. You'd have to. At least have a couple.
No, I think I'm naturally stupid enough that I could blend in with
You'll
drunk
just
people.
sit and watch. You're like, hey, it's just like high school again. I'll just sit and watch the stupidity. Report back.
Post high school.
Post high school. Yeah, I guess it was post high school. So
We're blowing shit up. Yes. Fireworks and phones.
yeah, Abolo's not working. Aussie's got Wednesday off. Excellent. All right. Well, speaking of stupid things that could happen tomorrow, we got a stupid video.
Yep. Stupid people.
Every time that video goes, he does like the little shimmy for. He's like, "Why am I doing this?" And he does it. Yeah. I bet it was. So
Yeah, they like blowing stuff up down there. What was my stupid person video? Oh, yes. This one's at least 2 weeks old, and it wouldn't surprise me if most people had seen it, but it's the... come on. Hold on. You know, I got to share this because I think you had shared it on Facebook, and I can't get over this. This is so awesome.
I sent it to you too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will try to, because that does not happen here. Bolo, Alma, can you confirm this is on your guys' pizza boxes? Can you please confirm? Can anybody that, I don't know if Red has pizza the way we do, but can someone please confirm if this actually says, and send me a picture, please, guys. Kat, send me a picture. I just want to know if this is a real thing. Like, I need to know. I need to know.
And speaking of John Connor, I had this line around for a while, so I might as well share that now.
Yeah, I saw that one too. Here's a funny. I'm just gonna read it because, God, Pete Davidson looks like such a dopey fuck. It's like, remember. It says, remember, if it's possible for Pete Davidson to snag Ariana Grande, Kim Kardashian, and Kate Beckinsale, then you can figure out how to use your stupid turn signal.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Because, yeah, you did. He's such, oh, gosh. It doesn't say that? Okay, maybe it was just a thing. Yeah, and it's been a long time since I was stateside, so I don't remember, but I've never seen that, so. Before attempting coitus.
You don't have to, but
yeah,
if
real
you
men
want
just
to,
fucking real men just shoot right through it.
Shoot, you say?
Yeah, with a pelvic thrust.
That drives you insane.
Yeah. Brody's like, oh man, come on, man. All right, stupid people.
Here we go. This is in a Walgreens, and yes, he has a blowtorch.
What is he trying to get? Like, what's he?
Anything that has to be opened with a key.
Like razors?
It could be batteries for all we know.
Okay, I know razors sometimes are locked up like that. So,
Yep.
how is he expecting this to end? Sudafed. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, as soon as you just said that, Alma. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, continue.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, so Alma, your guys' Sudafed's locked up? Because ours isn't. Ours is at night, but during the day it's not.
I went to I think it was a Shoppers Drug Mart on Saturday, and the batteries were locked up and had to be opened by an employee. The batteries, man, a pack of 4 and a pack of 2 had to be opened by a key.
Crazy. Wow. Wow. That is unreal.
Grabs the stuff, goes for the door, and he walked out, and the video was cut off. Yep.
Well, so I completely understand why they let him walk. Because if he was willing to do it that brazenly, what do you think he'd do to you to keep it?
Yes.
Right? That's my, well, why didn't you stop him? If he was willing to do that and he's going to get busted, like I'd like to think they're going to get him. But, yeah. So, wow. What a world we live in.
Yep. And to continue on with Amanda's suggestion of stupid people are trying to drive stuff home. Cosmetics are also locked up. Yes, that makes sense. I can just imagine the amount of money that cosmetics companies have lost over the years.
Just because it's so easy to steal it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the company has insurance.
You were right, Brody. Fully right. Yep. Don't be a hero. And
it's not worth it.
I know someone did pass away, but thanks to someone trying to be a hero for $5, that's why we have to prepay for gas now.
Ah, yes.
Because that's what I believe it was in the mainland somewhere, but he tried to stop someone from stealing $5 worth of gas, and he got dragged and lost his life.
Yep.
Over $5 worth of gas. So.
All right. So driving home from Home Depot. I'm pretty sure that if there's something sticking out of the back of your vehicle that's 4 feet or longer, you have to attach something that's brightly colored to it to inform the other drivers behind you.
So now I would have had more respect for this person if they'd actually taken it, put a strap around, and at least put it on the roof, and then like open the windows for the back and strapped it. At least, you know, like sometimes people don't have the equipment to move things, but like there's a way better, like, anyways. Gosh.
You know, speaking of not exactly loss prevention, but security, the police officer, not police officer, what was he? Private security at Uvalde. Remember the Uvalde school shooting in Texas?
Yep.
That guy's trial wrapped up. He was found not guilty.
Oh.
That's interesting because he was security and he was being charged with, I think it was 7 counts of child neglect, 1 for each child that died. And the jury found him not guilty, which I thought was very interesting because I don't know what the terms of his job are, but one would think because he's Texas, he's got to be armed. So there's got to be some clause that states whether he is supposed to engage in that situation or not. And I would think the clause states not, because he was found not guilty.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
There's the other.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Now, I'll give them credit because they got straps on either side, but that's not enough.
No, you could have, and you could have probably done a second load, really.
Yeah, and those racks on top, those are plastic racks, and those can be easily taken apart.
Yes, most definitely. And very, very easy. Yes. Well, just a great show.
Yes.
Thought it was. So more than ever. Love each other. Take care of each other. We'll be back next week. But then the week after that, I'm going to be in Mackenzie, so that'll be a week off. I'm going to thoroughly enjoy a vacation away from everything. And I mean everything.
July 17th, you say?
Yep. I am gone.
Okay.
So, yeah. Oh, hello, Ashley.
Thank you, Ashley.
So nice to see you. I
too.
love you too. So,
your timing is not that impeccable, but hey, you showed
up.
That's the important
And anytime I can see that sexy face pop up in the corner, I'm all about it. So, we would have made some beautiful babies.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, except junkies.
Am I right or am I right?
right?
Well, Brody, I got some bad news for you. If the 70s was a drug, my friend, you'd be a junkie.
Yes, he would be. So, all right.
Hey, it's Brody's birthday on the 17th. Everybody toilet paper his house.
Yes. No, don't, because then Joe will have to clean it up. He might not be home. Wait, will you be home on the 17th?
Yeah. Help us spoil your day.
Yeah. Will you be home on the 17th? Because, well, no, we're not going to have babies now. Good, not a chance. Are you crazy? Mine's 19. I can't get rid of this one out of my house. Great.
Stop confusing this universe with the alternate fantasy universe.
I am not doing that because Joe, I'm scared of Joe. I ain't scared of you. I'm scared of Joe. So, yeah. Yeah, I ain't going to deal with Joe. This is my first rodeo. Please. Yeah, I'm going to go do that. I'm going to tell on you. I'm going to tell Joe that you told us to do it. Then you'll be in trouble.
Yeah, and the proof
he's
is
already
here.
on the phone. He's getting ahead of it now. Oh, crap.
And not only Nick's good usual advice of love each other, but think before you say something, think before you do something. Do you have music to recommend to us?
I do, actually. Do I? I do. I think I do. Oh, wait. Almost sent me so Kat just sent me a picture on Snapchat. That's everything they're blowing up tomorrow. That looks like it's going to be a blast. See, I would love to be there. All right.
You know what you should do is take a video of it while you're doing it. Right? Right,
So,
Nick? Right?
Well, yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
So from Blink-182's album Neighbors, I didn't this was the last one before Tom left, and I didn't listen to it. So the song is called Up All Night, and I hadn't heard it until the concert. And it was an amazing song. So Up All Night by Blink-182 from the Neighborhoods album. And do you have a movie, sir?
I do. Big Red, thank you so much. I partied in London last week at the Canada. That is so awesome.
Awesome.
Nice. There were Canadians in London, I bet. And they're like, oh, we're from Canada. Party with us.
Hey, and I know we don't have a big crowd here, but guys, if you can do us a favor and go to our good friend, the Harsh Truths page, Frankie's, he's trying to get 500 subscribers. And if he does, he's going to do a fundraiser for the Abandoned Pet Project. So if you guys haven't already, please go over to the Harsh Truth, Frank's, and like it. I'm not saying you need to watch his videos. It's down below. I only show up every once in a while to say that I love Frank and I'd have his babies. I don't show up much. But
and hell with you, Casey.
Yeah. and F you, Casey. And if you could just go there and even just like the stream or like his channel, that'd be great, guys. Please and thank you.
The movie that I have for y'all this week is from 2007. It stars Willem Dafoe and Scott Speedman. It is called Animorph. Now, judging by the rating of 5.4, this doesn't look like a great movie. However, I've seen some movies in my day, and this one impressed me with its visuals and its style. This is a crime horror thriller. There is some gore, so this is not a film for children. Come on, man. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. So if you got some time, if you like Willem Dafoe as I do, I think you will like this movie. If you're into crime and horror and thriller, this is the one for you.
So Kat sent me another video. Look at this is all the stuff they're blowing up. That is awesome. Oh, that's great. Oh, what's he doing to me now here?
And I wanted to share this because this is from a movie. When I first saw this movie, and I couldn't have been more than 7 years old, because this movie came out in 84, and this relates to the graphic we were showing earlier in the show. When I heard this music in this movie, I was immediately drawn to it. And I'll show you what I mean. Do you remember this in the movie Ghostbusters?
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah, I can already hear the music. I can hear the music already.
So much.
Yep.
I don't know why it was weird and creepy and disturbing, but I was drawn to it
and look
immediately as a kid.
We said his name enough, and look who showed up.
Frankie. Hey.
But yes, yeah, I just seen that. I can hear the song. Ooh, Rocky or
And I want to show you something else.
Okay.
There's Sigourney Weaver.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my God, yes.
Oh, my geez.
Yes. Please kill me. Any woman who dresses up like that, you can kill me. I don't care. Smoke show.
Smoke dime piece all day.
Thank you, Frank, for showing up at all. Yeah. We really appreciate it. Big dinner, that's great. You know what would be cool if somehow Frank and Alma and Bolo got together? You know, for no good reason, you know? They could talk about Mexican stuff, right? I don't know.
He'd be like, yeah, those crackers up north, man, if I ever see them, I'm going to cut them.
1,000 out of 10. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, what a smoke show. Oh, wow. And so another one I don't think it's raved about because her later years were so bad was so Red Sonja, Bridget Nelson, when she was Red Sonja.
Yeah.
Very cheese. Very cheese.
I saw that movie either late last year or early this year. It's not a good movie, but yes, she is. Yes.
Yes. She's wow.
Yes.
Yes. Very yes.
All right. So we're going to leave y'all now. And we thank you for being here. Everyone who was here, including Ryan, Big Red, Brody, Alma, Wade, Bolo, Frank, Ashley. Ashley, thank you so much for loving us on Facebook. We really appreciate it. And we love seeing you whenever you show up, whenever you have the time. I know you've got kids and it's not always easy, but we thank you regardless. Madonna in the League of Their Own.
Yes. Dude, I thought she looked awesome in Dick Tracy.
Yes.
And she was awesome in League of Their Own as well. Yep. Yeah.
Dick Tracy was so much fun.
It was, yeah. And you know what? Yeah, for what it was great. See, gosh, we could just keep going. Yeah, I liked Dick Tracy. I remember when it came out, I thought it was awesome. Thought it was great. So, all right. Yes, Madonna. Madonna then, not now.
Oh, geez, she's more ripped than I am.
Yeah, wow. She's something. So,
We shall return next week. We thank you all for being here. Yeah. I think we'll leave you with that kind of awkward silence. Yeah. Because I swear there's something I'm not saying, or there's something we're missing, and it's not coming to me. So I think people should drink for that reason.
Here's your moment is dead.
No, I know that. I don't know. I don't know what she is now. That word "what" that just sums it up right
She looks like a predator and Madonna had a baby.
there.
Yeah, she looks like a predator and Madonna had a baby.
Okay, I think we're in trouble for that, so we might as well go now.
And now we're screwed. Bye, guys.
Thank you, everybody. Take care.